anywhere near. Like he just was like, I don't want to know what happens. If it fails, I don't want to know. And they got a phone call from like a studio head, for crying freaking out loud. Prequels aren't just bad Star Wars movies, they're plain bad movies overall. Lucas is not a good director, especially having spent 20 years without directing anything. I mean, I from a filmmaking standpoint, like, I get you. I don't at all begrudge you that opinion, obviously. Would you rather have a fight with a Jedi or have to fight Batman? My goodness. I don't know. And yeah, Dark Link, like, I totally. Now, I'm in this weird position where I, like, totally understand all the criticisms, I get them completely, and I just go, whatever, it's Star Wars, dude. Like, and I think that may be because I came to it late. Like, I don't care, like, if someone, well, I don't know, we were talking about this the other day, too, where I kind of had to sort of, like, when the RoboCop remake came out, I just had to kind of go, like, okay, what's gonna happen here? And I've just kind of learned to sort of go, whatever. People are it's just gonna happen. It's just been happening. People have been remaking stuff now and for decades. I mean, like, when they look back, if this remake thing keeps up in 10 years, there's just gonna be nothing to remake except more remakes. So we'll be remaking the movies of the 80s and 90s forever? I mean, you can like bad movies, but that doesn't make them good. No, I totally get it. I totally get it. I'm just saying, Star Wars is a thing where I just turn my brain off and go, come on, man, entertain me. I love Return of the Killer Tomatoes and Conan the Barbarian. What's a bad movie I love? This is a good topic. Let's talk about bad movies we love, but they're bad movies. Conan the Barbarian. That is, duel. Talk about 80s. My gosh. I don't know if you can get more 80s than that. Words like bad and good are extremely subjective. Absolutely. 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 What's a bad movie I like? I don't know, some people might say Long Kiss Goodnight's a bad movie. I love that movie. I'm quite fond of Hudson Hawk. At least I was when I saw it. I like Ishtar, particularly the first 15 minutes. Ishtar is like one of the famously, quote-unquote, most terrible films of all time. It's like one of the biggest flops of all time. In fact, when Waterworld came out and flopped so badly, or was considered a flop, which is really kind of unfair. They just went, the word of the exorbitant budget got out, and then the moment they had like delays in making it, people were just like, well, screw Waterworld. Who do they think they are, shooting this, you know, spending all that money? But watch the acting and the happening. It's bad, but I love it. Yeah, you'll find this probably makes me less fun. But other Friday the 13th movies, slashes are fun. That's great. That's good stuff. Anyway, what I was saying is that like Ishtar was was such a famously quote unquote bad movie that when Waterworld kind of was going belly up, people called it Fishtar in reference to Ishtar. For crying out loud. Watch a UA Bowl movie if you want to see what bad filmmaking is. It's not subjective. Alright, what the nuts? What's subjective is whether you like it or not. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think there are certain... I think it is subjective what makes up bad or good directing. I think bad or good acting is largely subjective. I think bad or good acting is... really kind of depends. I mean, past a certain point. Past a certain point. But past a certain point, it's like don't say anything in it darkly. He'll try to box you. Huey Bolt doesn't mess around. That is true, man. That is true. I think past a certain point, bad or good acting it depends on whether, like, if you see someone react a certain way in a film, and you yourself react that way, or you've seen people react that way, you go, that's realistic. But I think sometimes, I mean, that's all I can figure because, gosh darn it, because people have such different feelings about actors. Come at me, bro. He's like a bajillion years old and a germ, and it's true. I think he is a bajillion and 5 about. I think I had like 6 trains of thought going, and I don't know where they got derailed. They got derailed. One of the kids on my Polar Express of thought pulled the brake, and Tom Hanks came out and got mad at him. Like Bruce Campbell, he's made a living out of bad acting, but dang, he's entertaining. See, and that's the thing. There's performing. There's a difference. There is theatrical acting or performing, and then there is like, you know, being. And again, that's subjective. I mean, like, really honestly, I think a lot of it is subjective. And I think what is subjective, again, is what makes up bad or good directing. Like, for me, recently, what I'm reacting to is energy in a film. Like, like, Straight Outta Compton had so much energy. Steve Jobs, believe it or not Steve Jobs, it's called Jobs. I can't get it confused. But Boyle's Jobs had just so much energy, and the acting in that, oh my gosh. I know the Oscars came out. If there's any... You take that back. Bruce Campbell's a national treasure. He truly is. If Fassbender didn't win the Oscar, oof. Oof. He is ceramic, I agree. What's another terrible movie I like? What do I like? Well, it depends what you're looking for, man. Like, I think he's a good performer. You know, he knows how to... He's got a thing and he knows how to work it. Some of the greatest movie stars of all time could be called not great actors. I mean, you look at, like... I don't know. I mean... No. I hesitate to speak negatively about anyone. But there are differences between movie stars and actors. You'll make a movie, like steal every scene and make it super worth it. Absolutely, absolutely. There are personality actors who just kind of play the same person every time, and you just want to see that person in that situation. And those people are kind of the movie stars. It's kind of like, you know, you see people play the same person over and over, and you're just like, yeah, no, I came to see that person. And there are other actors who you go like, I just want to see, you know, they kind of fit themselves more to the role, and they're like, and you go to see them change themselves. You go to see themselves. You go to see them kind of create a character that's unlike themselves, you know? But Arnold is the most entertaining person ever. That is true. You're very wise. Thank you for your wonderful taste. I don't know. Guys, I don't know what I'm doing here. What am I doing? I'm jumping from thing to thing. I want that money. I want it now. Can I not make it to... I'm enjoying the music. Bad and Worthless, just, you know, it's not Citizen Kane or Goodfellas. Totally. What? So favorite movies? Let's do favorite movies. What do we got? What do we got in terms of favorite movies? It's easy to kind of trash movies. More vulnerable to mention what your favorite movie is. I would watch a movie of Arnold, say, California. It's over an hour and a half, over and over again. Arnold is dead to me, not because his personality was that, but because of the way he completely turned his back on the bodybuilding community after he started up on politics. Interesting. I didn't know that. But Privilesaurus, don't you still love me? Go watch True Lies, or Last Action Hero, or Junior. Go watch Junior. You know you love me. Please continue to love me. Favorite movies? Right. That's a tough one, man. I don't have one. I'd have to name several that are tied for that top spot. Come on, dude. Favorite is hard, man. Yeah. Yeah, do you have any... Can you elaborate on that, Pribula? How, in what ways did he turn his back on the bodybuilding community? What the... Spirited Away is my... You know, I've never seen a Miyazaki film, ever. I think I've even got... Do I have... No, I've got Mononoke right here. I told someone I'd never seen it, and they were like, just take it. Just take it with you and watch it. And I was like, I will, except I won't. I never have any time to do anything. I don't really have time to watch movies anymore. It's just terrible. It's really, really depressing. Not depressing, but sad. Spirited Away, though, man. I have heard that. And I've heard really that about pretty much all Miyazaki films, that they're just freaking awesome. Every single one of them. I want what you have for me to poop on. Watching some of these days is quite good. Yeah. Guys, in the title, I promised the Mighty Pooh. Because I didn't know what I had to do to get to him. My gosh. Kurosawa, Yojimbo is one of my favorite movies. Sweet. I have no experience with Kurosawa either. Isn't that freaking awful? There's such holes in my... Then again, I love Hot Shots 1 and 2, Monty Python stuff, the Evil Dead movies. Whoa. Pretty much shut off all his ties with weightlifting community. Demanded that all his pictures and murals be taken down from Gold's Gym, which is the gym that helped skyrocket him to fame. There's a lot more than that, but I don't remember it all at the moment. Good evening, folk and low, bro. What's up, DC? We're talking favorite movies. What's your favorite movie, DC? Put you on the spot immediately. Yeah, for me, I've got three that have occupied the top spot for a long time. They are The Sandlot, All the President's Men, and Rushmore. But then right behind them, yeah, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Oh, yeah, definitely. Seven Samurai, Yojimbo, I swear they're bloody awesome. Yeah. No, I know, man, I know. That's like big time embarrassing. It took a lot for me to admit that I've not seen a Kurosawa film. That's awful. Believe me. But yeah, I've never seen a Kurosawa. I've never seen an Ozu. I've only seen The Seventh Seal by Bergman. There's a lot of Bergman I want to see. Oy. All the President's Men is amazing. It's perfect. That's kind of that's how I decided on it. Those three movies, I was like, there's nothing I would change about them. Those are kind of the three movies that I remember seeing where it just ended and I was like, I would not change a frame. You haven't seen Rushmore? Oh man, Rushmore's great. I love Rushmore. Although I don't know that it would have the same impact today because we've been so... Every Wes Anderson film... I mean, he's kind of like... I think I dig Wes Anderson quite a bit, but... Oh my gosh, They Live. I need to watch They Live. You guys are bringing out all the ones, all my deep dark secrets. Yeah, They Live is freaking awesome. Roddy Piper's beating up Keith David for not wearing sunglasses. It is great. Satire too, man. Satire. Yeah, and then after that, you guys ever seen? You see Dog Day Afternoon? That movie defies description. It's unbelievable.